Hi, I'm Paul. Thank you for joining me in this video. Um, Before I tell you what I want to talk about, I'm just going to take you on a quick tour of my veggie garden. You can come with me. So here are some radishes. We can see some radishes coming up nicely. Uh, some beetroot. There's some beetroot. Germination wasn't very good. I'll have to replant some seed. More radishes. Yeah, the radishes grow well. Here's the tail of the garden. There's some white sage plants. There's a couple of red onions. That white sage didn't like all that rain we had from January to March. Uh, there we have some carrots, also germination not that great. Some chives there. There's some white sage. Spinach. Spinach is doing well. More beetroot. Yeah, we will have to re-sow some seeds here. I see. Here we go along the garden. Here, some red onions coming up. Those take a while. And yeah, here we've planted some red onions. They still haven't come up yet, but I'm sure they will. There's some peas, also nothing come up. And yeah, my garlic. I tried garlic from seed, but I did read that they take about 2 to 3 years to form their bulbs. So yeah, I don't know what they're going to be doing. They're not looking too great at the moment, but we will see. Yeah, nice white sage plant here. Here's the head of the garden. There's normal sage, the Salvia officinalis for the kitchen. Compost. Here's nice compost coming on. Yeah, water and poking holes definitely brings the air into the compost, helps it to make compost. And there we have some sweet potatoes coming on, not the season though, so we'll see what happens with those. Yeah, so that's my garden. That's what keeps me busy from time to time. I enjoy it. I do enjoy growing plants. It's in my blood. I actually do it for a living at the moment. But yeah, the gardening keeps me strong, keeps me a little bit fit and healthy. Just to allow me to, yeah, to move a little bit, and my yoga as well. Yoga definitely, that's a must for me. Yoga has kept me sane, especially over the last 5 6 years. Very good practice. I would recommend it to anybody. So yeah, I'm here today to talk to you about self-healing. Okay, now you're welcome to run a mile. Definitely, I would have if I had, heard that say 5 10 years ago. What the hell is that self-healing? That sounds like stuff I don't really want to go to. But for me, it has become a reality because of the journey I've been on, especially over the last 5 6 years, where there's been a certain amount of self-discovery. As painful as it has been, it's been good. The growth has been very good. And what I've realized is if we are able, or if I am able to heal myself, then I will actually lack nothing. I will feel a state of wholeness. So I think it's what we all, most of us, probably want, is that state of wholeness. Because, we've been in states where we have everything. We have fancy cars, we have houses, kids, dogs, holidays, and that, and we still feel lacking. We feel like we're empty, we have nothing, or there's something missing. And in certain circles, they talk about what we call a spiritual void. Now, I believe this spiritual void, I don't believe we are born with it, but it becomes instilled in us from a very young age when we first learn language. We first learn to analyze, to to distinguish between things, between good and bad. That is when that voice inside our head starts to tell us that we are not good enough because of all the messages we receive from our conditioning. So, yes, I do believe each and every person needs to heal themselves from the lies that we have put our faith in, the lies we have believed that society has taught us, because this is what has shaped how we see ourselves, how we've grown up, how we respond to the world, how we portray ourselves. And if you believe that the world is a mirror, then you know that the work is always within. And this took me a while to understand, because how can everything around me be a mirror? But as I progressed along my healing journey and my learning journey, I realized that everything around me is a mirror of what is going on inside me. And if I can understand this, and if I can appreciate it, then I know that I need to change myself. It's not my responsibility to change anybody else, to make anybody else happy. Only me. I have to make myself happy, because that if I am happy, then I'm content. Then everything is good. So what I realized as well is what is maybe needed for some people who do want to embark on a self-healing journey, self-discovery, is a bit of a practical guide, because often, conventional religious institutions don't gel with us. We don't, we don't feel that they do, they give us what we need. They may have certain connotations, and so on. So often people lack a structure or a practice or a ritual which helps them to follow a self-healing process. And what I would like to share with you, if you would like to, is my practice, my self-healing practice, my sort of rituals that I use, and it's helped me. It might help you. But firstly, let's just dig into this word a little bit, self-healing, because it can be a very loaded word, or it can be it mean different things to different people, and it is exactly that. It is very personal. What it means to you is depends on where you are in your journey, and I do believe we are all where we are supposed to be on this journey. The universe has put us where we are supposed to be. There's nothing is a mistake. There are no mistakes in creation. There's only growth and learning, and we can learn. We are always learning. As long as we are breathing, we are learning. So for me, self-healing, what I want to have from self-healing is I want to feel peace. I want to feel serenity. I want to feel wholeness, a feeling of wholeness within. Uh, it's not dependent on what I have, outside of me, cars, houses, belongings, friends, and so on. I want to feel peace, serenity, and wholeness within. And I want to love myself unconditionally, because these past 30, 40 years, I've been a bastard to myself. I have abused myself. I've been a tyrant at some points. I remember my teacher, counselor, telling me, Paul, you're actually a horrendous person. He said it kind of, not seriously, jokingly, but I took it and I thought, well, how can I be a horrendous person? I thought I was a nice person. I try and make everybody happy. I try and do what I can to appear as a good person in society. But what I realized was, from my perspective, perspective of me, the person inside me, in my heart, the inner child, I was a tyrant. There was no room there was no mercy. And yeah, the abuse that I've given myself over the last 30, 40 years, yeah, I want that to change. I want to love myself. I do love myself and unconditionally love myself. And also self-healing for me is about being able to respond to the world from a place of love, from a place of kindness, from a place of compassion, love, compassion, kindness, understanding, being able to understand where people are coming from and not respond from anger, respond from jealousy, from disappointment, or negative responses, putting negative energy out there. I want to be able to respond from a place of love. So even if I do get a verbal assault or whatever, something in that direction, I don't take it personally, because it is not personal. It has nothing to do with me. It is the person is assaulting their opinion of me, which belongs to them. Um, so yeah, this to me is self-healing, and maybe as I progress along my journey of self-healing, I can then help others to open the doors to their own self-healing, see the beauty within them, the amazing person that is within them. So we talk about self-healing, and we ask why self-healing. Well, I've spoken about the spiritual void. If you feel you're not lacking anything, then you're pretty happy. The universe has put you in a pretty good space. But maybe there's quite a few of you out there that are struggling with where you're at, what you feel about yourself, what you think about yourself, and you think self-healing, could be a journey that or could be a step along your journey that you would like to take. So I think it's important to understand that if we are going to embark on this journey, we have to be prepared to face everything about ourselves that is uncomfortable, everything we have done, everything we have not done, uh, all the feelings of the past. Not to say we're going to rehash the past. I don't believe in rehashing the past, but acknowledging uh, the versions of ourselves, because those versions of ourselves that we still hang on to are shaping our future, and we do it unconsciously. We shape our future unconsciously by living the past versions of ourselves that we believe the world wants to see. So, yeah, the inner work, I think, is important. And yeah, also the inner work took me a while to understand what the hell is inner work. My wife used to go on about inner work all the time, but I've started to realize that if you can change who you are inside, you change the world, and that is very powerful. You have no power to change anything outside of you. You have no control over anybody, anything, but you do have control, power over who's inside and what happens inside. And that is where the work is, because the world is a mirror. I think I've already spoken about that, haven't we? Yeah. So if I look back at myself, I thought I was a nice person, but I realized actually I was engaging in seriously unhealthy behavior, people pleasing behavior. I was entitled, I was resentful when I did things for people and they didn't appreciate it. There was a lot of self pity, and I realized actually, you know, I'm actually often not such a nice person. I used to make jokes. hiding behind the humor, but jokes at other people's expense, and then thinking I was the funny guy, but actually it wasn't that funny really, because it was hurting other people. And what I've realized is that I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to be a loving, kind, compassionate, helpful individual, and that to me is that to me is a successful life. That is a life well lived. And if we think about a life well lived, it's not about what we accumulate, what we get, what we what we what we acquire, the money we have, because none of that belongs to you. Someone wise once said that you don't need to worry about uh, losing things that you acquire along the way, because they never belong to you anyway. The only thing that belongs to you is the journey, and that's true. This journey is ours, and we have a choice what we can do on this journey. And do we spread the message of fear, doubt, unhappiness, or do we spread the message of positivity, of love, of joy, of freedom? It's our choice. So I would like to take you uh, to my little ritual spot where I do how would I say, I don't do myself healing there, but it's a spot which is a little bit sacred to me, and it just keeps me on the straight and narrow in my healing process, and that is a little medicine wheel that I've created. So I've discovered the wisdom of the medicine wheel, very ancient and sacred wisdom brought to us down through generations from the people of the West, the First Nations of the Americas, I think mainly North America, but I stand to be corrected. And the medicine wheel is a journey, it is a guideline, it is a recipe for life. So I've used this medicine wheel to complement or to help me on my self-healing journey. And I'll show you how I do it. And maybe it could work for you, because the medicine wheel is a very, very powerful, it's got very, very powerful lessons and medicines. It's based on the principle that everything that comes to you in life is a medicine. Even when a dog bites you, that's medicine. What is it telling you? And we need to take a look, because everything is a reflection of what's going on inside. And we need to look within ourselves, look at ourselves, what's going on within that is creating the outer environment, the peace and serenity I'm experiencing, or the chaos and turmoil that I'm experiencing. So I'll show you my medicine wheel. It's over here. It's not anything great to look at, nothing like wow, but it's just a little spiral, and it consists of 64 stones. And then you might not be able to see it so well because this one is pretty small, but I've made a spiral with the shells, because the way we follow the medicine wheel goes in a spiral, because time, space, everything is a spiral. We always spiral back to the same lessons and medicines that we had before. But if we have grown, we respond in a different way. So if you would like to join me on this medicine wheel journey, I would like to invite you to firstly go on go on a little medicine journey, medicine walk. and collect for yourself 64 stones, nice looking stones, stones that speak to you. One nice big one, because in the middle there we have a stone that represents God, Great Spirit, the Creator. And that is the center of everything, because one of my very strong principles is that God is everything. He is either everything or nothing, and we can't choose. We can't have half a God. God today, no God tomorrow. Doesn't matter what you call him, what you call it. The Creator, Great Spirit. It was known by the First Nations. They called him Great Spirit. The universe, whatever, nature. But it's your higher power, something that instills within you a sense of peace, serenity, love, compassion, and kindness. If it's something that instills within you a sense of ambition, a sense of acquiring things and moving up in life, it's not your higher power. That's your ego. So it must be something that brings you love, joy, peace, and serenity. That is your higher power. So I would like to then invite you to take this medicine walk, look for 64 stones, and then I will show you how we can, how we place them, how we build the medicine wheel. If you want to as well, along with the 64 stones, you can look for 64 items that speak to you. Anything. It could be a stick, to a feather, to a coin, a ring, anything. And collect those in a little bag as well, so that you can prepare for this medicine wheel journey. Okay, so that's all from me for this video. I hope you join me for the next video. There's going to be quite a lot of videos, because there are 28 lessons, 28 medicines, and we're going to be dealing with them as we go along and talking about them. You're very welcome to put comments on this video, disagree with me or agree with me. It's really, this is a platform for those who want to a little bit of a practical guide to self-healing, exploring themselves, going on an inner journey. But like I said, remember, it can be uncomfortable. We have to face things about ourselves that we maybe haven't faced, or maybe haven't wanted to face in many years. But we do it gently. We always pray, and we do it gently. You can also light incense. I'll show you next time how I do my ritual for each lesson in medicine. I use some white sage. I have the white sage here in the garden. I dry it and powder it, and then burn it as incense. You can get any incense, burn it. It helps to deepen the faith. Ritual is about deepening faith, and faith is belief in that which has not yet happened. Same as fear, but we should rather choose faith over fear, because that which has not yet happened is that which we can create. And we are master manifestors. We were born manifestors. We were born creators. And we create without even knowing it. We either create unaware, or we create aware. We are never not creating. And it's important for us to realize that we can create our happiness, we can create our joy, we can create our serenity and peace, where we feel a sense of wholeness and we lack nothing. And that is what I'm going to share with you on this journey. Thank you for listening. See you soon next time.